Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the Stanley FatMax T16. I was at Lowe's the other day, and I was heading toward the cash register past the Impulse Buy end caps, and this was there for like 20 bucks. Multi-tool. Has 16 functions. I don't know. Could be good. Let's take a close look. I was looking on the internet trying to find information on this, and it's really not there. This must be a very new tool, or it's sold exclusively out of Lowe's, or I don't know what, but I cannot find it. However, I did find out that this is pretty much identical to the DeWalt MT16 multi-tool, which led me to a little more investigating, and it comes to something that happened in 2009. Basically, in 2009, Stanley Works acquired Black & Decker, which owns DeWalt, Porter-Cable, and Delta. So no surprise that Stanley has put a different name on just their same tool made by DeWalt. Same tool, just a different color. The DeWalt tool, of course, is that bright yellow. This is a really cool machinery gray looking color. I've seen this color a lot on Navy ships. Anyway, this tool is an inexpensive tool. You know, 20 bucks. You could probably find it on sale for as low as 15 when they put it on sale. It will always be in Impulse Buy aisles in your big box stores. It's that type of tool. It's you know, cheap, Chinese made. It definitely feels better than the no-name Chinese tools or the Winchester multi-tools or the Sheffield tools, but not as good as, let's say, Gerber or Leatherman or SOG. Spring-loaded, as you can see there, and it's 16 tools, but it's not really 16 tools, it's 16 functions. Because here you get your needle nose and then your regular pliers and then you get your wire cutters, so they count all of this as 3 tools. Now I do like that the rest of the tools can be accessed without opening the tool. So that's kind of nice. So there's a little nail nick here, and you can pull out the screwdriver. Also, with the screwdriver sort of clumped together here came out the lanyard. What else do we have? We have a Phillips screwdriver right there. Actually, it's a nice Phillips screwdriver. It's not one of those really flat ones. It's actually, you know, has the full thickness of a real Phillips screwdriver. Really nice. And then we have our scissors. Now the scissors are probably just only good to cut paper. We could always do a quick paper test. If you notice, all these tools have a black oxide coating, so I guess that helps with keeping them from getting rusty. The scissors are probably not as good. they're not as good as Gerber or Leatherman, but they're cheap Chinese good. Alright, let's look what we have on the other side. On the other side we have the knife, and there is a flat edge and a serrated edge. They count that as 2 tools. Let's see if it comes sharp. Let's get a fresh edge here. It's okay. It's not super sharp, but you know, for something that you could throw in the car and just keep in the glove box of the car or the trunk or whatever for emergency tool, it should be fine. Serrations, just cheap serrations, nothing special about them either. So I don't know if you call this a sheep's foot or Warncliffe or whatever. It's sort of in between. They want to tame the knife so it doesn't look too tactical. You can see how cheap they did this right here. Let me get that in focus. Where the plain edge, where they made the edge sort of came down and hit the first serration. So not very good quality control there. It does have a It does have the grind on both sides as far as the plane edge is concerned. So it's not a chisel grind, it's just a regular grind there. And there's a little bit of a hollow grind up here. So I'll let you take a close look at that blade. There's the nail nick. Let's take a look at the next tool. Not sure how to get that next tool out. Oh well, hopefully we'll work our way over. I don't want to have this blade out while I'm... apparently the blade locks. Oh, I see. I'm an idiot. This is a liner lock, so you just... that's kind of a nice feature for a cheap tool right there. So there's just a teeny bit of up and down play. Usually there is with these multi-tools, and no side-to-side play. And you just, with that liner lock there, just push that over, and then it closes. That's kind of a pleasant surprise. Alright, what do we have here? We have a small flathead screwdriver. They count that as one. And this is a can opener. Next tool, we have a large flathead screwdriver, a bottle opener right here, and a wire stripper right down there. Next tool, we have a file, like a wood file on one side. I'll let you try to see the texture of that file. And on the other side we have a ruler that is in inches. And I believe that's it. That's all the tools, or at least all the functions of this Stanley FatMax T16 multi-tool. This tool weighs about 9.1 ounces and it is made in China. As far as the steel that's utilized in this, I don't know. They don't tell you, probably because they don't want you to know, but it's probably some very cheap Chinese steel. At least it has the oxide coating to keep it from rusting. But not a bad tool, but you can see there's a lot of spacing, so a lot of wasted space in the tool. It probably could have been made a little bit slimmer. I guess that's why they just said, well, let's just call it fat, the FatMax. But not a bad tool. It's definitely, again, better than the Winchester or the Sheffield, but I don't think it's better than even the cheapest Gerber or Leatherman or SOG multi-tool. So it's sort of right in between. It's a typical multi-tool that you would get from a tool company like DeWalt and Stanley and all of them. But there are some pleasant surprises, like the knife that does have a liner lock in there and the spring-loaded pliers, and it's not the cheap ones that they stick the spring right there. It's internal. Also, the head has very little play, so quality is okay. So I'll recommend it if around the $15 to $17 mark, but not the full price, $20. Definitely, you know, in between the real cheapy crap and the cheapest Gerber and Leatherman stuff. So there you go. Alright, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.